I think going through a whole life without making some mistakes is impossible. We are just a band, we make music, there's nothing to be scared about. The fact that we are here 41 years later, that's already legendary. It's my whole life.
Necrobutcher are listening now, Justin Bieber. Have you got any time that you said to yourself, no, I'm boring, I want to stop? Do you have that moment?
Yes.
Mayhem 这支黑金属史上最传奇、最具争议，也最具影响力的乐队，已经走过了40年。去年，当我在Wacken音乐节被Mayhem的现场惊艳到的时候，绝没想到半年后，他们首次踏足了中国，为中国的极端金属乐迷们贡献了一次里程碑式的演出。而这一次，我有幸独家采访到了Mayhem的传奇贝斯手-Necrobutcher，来听听这个亲手改写了黑金属历史的活化石背后的故事。
坐在我身边的这位就是 Mayhem 的贝斯手、元老级成员 Necrobutcher 先生。So it's your first time in China.
Yes.
Have you imagined that in China we do have lots of black metal fans? Because you know your tickets is sold out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Have you expected that?
Good question. But here is, how big is this venue? You know, this venue is 800 people, okay? So when you say sold out, the band say, oh, we sold out, maybe it's a venue 50 people. Not a big deal,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Sold out, maybe a stadium, 35,000 people.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I'm not blown away when they set up a show for 800 people that they sell out. I'm not surprised. Maybe we can have a bigger venue. But maybe next time. And we were also hoping that we could play more cities.
I don't know since when, but I noticed that you added the true Mayhem in front of the band name. So why you do that?
That was already back in 1986 that we formed the band in 1984 and we called ourselves Mayhem. And then 2 years later we found out there was a band from New York called themselves New York City Mayhem.
Oh.
Yes. And then there was a band from Brazil that was also called Mayhem. That's why we set that true to be no misunderstanding who is the true Mayhem.
Okay.
So it's already back from 40 years ago. And if you think about it, one other thing which is cool, the true, everything is the true now. True black metal, true this and true that. And that's our invention. We came up with the truth.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't Madonna. True blue. No, it was Mayhem.
Even the true Mayhem, we had this verse for the changing of the bandmate and whatever would happen. Do you think the different for Mayhem today and Mayhem before?
You know that everybody go through a journey in their life, and we have also. We mature, we have new inspirations, world goes forward, and so do we. We develop our style, techniques, we get better equipment. On the way, some people fall off. For us, it was tragically that one committed suicide, one was killed, 2 guys left the band even before that. In '93, we regroup, and then with that you have new musicians, everything changed a little bit, but we are still Mayhem. The core is the same.
Are you still planning to release the new album in next years?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah. We are working on a new album now, this year or beginning of next year.
Oh, we are very exciting for that.
And then we can come back to China with a new concept. You know?
Yeah.
And also if you have some festivals here, we'd love to play.
Over the past 40 years, are there any decision you regretted?
I think going through a whole life without making some mistakes is impossible. But I don't really regret anything. I made some mistakes. I would have done maybe some slightly different things or made some different choices, but we didn't know at the time anyway. And everything led me up to where we are today. So whatever it is, something wasn't right because we're still here. So whatever mistakes was made didn't matter.
Much of Chinese black metal fans, for them, Mayhem is some kind of legendary because of the story. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm a music fan myself, and I also have bands that I follow and I think are legends. And when you compare my career with other people's career, and I can see the similarities, it's hard to see it when you're there yourself. So you have to look to others to compare. And so, just the fact that we are here 41 years later, that's already legendary. And with the crazy history we have, of course, that also puts into the into the legendary thing. All the books that have been written, all the documentaries, this interview we're doing here, for example, which was important for me to get into the press here, into the metal press in China.
Have you got any time that you said to yourself, no, I'm bored of metal music or music career, I want to stop? Do you have that moment?
Yes.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm fed up and tired and irritated, and there's problems and shit, and sometimes you think, fuck, why am I doing this shit? But it's more than me. It's an obligation I have now. Our fans demand to see us live. They don't accept us just quitting, in a way.
Yeah.
If you have fans, they want to see you, and there are enough of them, the promoter calls you and say, hey, we have
Festival,
or whatever,
tour.
yes. And so as long as there's demand, as an artist, you must deliver to your fans. It's some kind of
responsibility.
You feel responsible for the fans, in a sense. So nobody can quit. And I'm looking at some of my heroes that got very old and hardly can play their instruments anymore. When they start to play do the playback, then I start to think maybe it's time to end. If you can't really even play it, maybe that's the time to say.
It's very touching, actually.
It's my whole life,
Yeah, 40 years.
Yeah.
Since you were a teenager, and now how old?
56 years
Oh,
old.
56. Oh, you're still young.
Yes.
You still have lots
I'm
of time
very
to
young.
play. Yeah, you're young.
Very young.
Yeah. For me, you're young.
You can have a mentality, and you can tell yourself that you're young, or you can tell yourself that you're old. And so I never told myself that I was old, but
You are not.
But I'm getting there.
Okay.
It's like wine, getting better every year.
Exactly. So outside music, what's your hobby, or what's your favorite things to do?
This sounds very boring for people to hear, but I like to stay home and watch my TV, put in the logs in the fireplace, have my coffee,
Okay.
and make it very nice and hot inside of my house when it's 30 degrees below and 2 meters of snow outside. I like to watch the winter sports on TV. Norway, we're good skiing,
Ski and snowboarding,
jumping,
okay.
all of that, yeah.
Oh, very old school. Very old school Norwegian
So that's
lifestyle.
That's because when you travel around, you like to relax,
Yeah.
and
I understand.
so that's what I do.
Yeah, but for me, your lifestyle is very peace. Your lifestyle will influence your music creation, or you separated the black metal and your lifestyle very clearly.
No, it's the same. Because I like a lot of different types of music. But when I make music, this type comes out. It's not something I choose. This is what shows me, I think.
I have been in Oslo last year during the Easter for Infernal Music. And I noticed that in Norway, for me, truly, the black metal band is much more easier than in China. And the government is really support you.
It hasn't been like that all the time. We were the enemy of the state for many years because they were afraid of our music and black metal was scary. Like you said, that people maybe think here.
In Norway?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we started, there was nothing black metal. Nobody was turning the crosses upside down, saying shit about the church and stuff.
Yeah.
But we did. So the government, which was a Christian government, they didn't like us at all. When people like from China or America and or wherever told the Norwegian government that they love Mayhem, the government turned around and said, yeah, we always supported them, but which is not true.
Okay.
We were the enemy. And until we were big abroad, they couldn't deny it anymore. Think about it also, back in the day, the people who were leading the parties and stuff, they were older than us, you know, they were scared about music. Oh, this is new music, is scary. But now, I think I'm older than most of the people in the government.
Yeah.
And they are our fans.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah, that's why. Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Probably.
Yeah.
If you got one suggestion to the young black metal bands in China or metalheads, what's it?
Yeah. Do exactly what we did. Don't care about what other people say to you. Believe in yourself. Make art. Make music. Release it. And in the end, the art will prevail. You know, and that's what happened in all the world. First it was Elvis Presley. He was the devil. But then Rolling Stones came, and now everybody knows them. They were the devils.
Yeah.
And then a band called Black Sabbath came.
Yeah.
And then it was obviously it wasn't Rolling Stones that was the devils. It was the Black Sabbath. Right? And then there was another band called Venom from England. And then they understood that Black Sabbath was not evil. It was Venom. They were the evil.
Yeah.
But then we were inspired by them, you know, to make more evil music because we realized that Venom was really much just rock and roll. So we took it one more step and made it even more evil. So of course we did it on purpose, and then everybody got afraid and said, "Oh, Mayhem!
They're evil!
They are the ones! They are the ones!" You know, so it's from Elvis Presley to Mayhem, and maybe in 10 years from now, it's going to be somebody else, and then we're going to be okay, and then we can play in Beijing. We are just a band. We make music. There's nothing to be scared about.
I want to see your Spotify or Apple Music. I want to know what kind of music you're listening.
Interesting that you think that I have Spotify.
Apple Music?
No, I have Spotify.
Yeah, I want to see. Because I don't think you're listening also black metal. I think this is other kind of music, right?
Maybe. Let's see if I find it. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Spotify.
I see Necrobutcher are listening now. Justin Bieber. Or
Okay, you want to film it?
Okay, yeah.
So we have Dr. Dre. We have...
God, what? What? Oh my God.
Motörhead.
Okay, so
Death
what are you
and
listening
Tune.
now? Nuage, first, what is...
This is Voivod.
Okay. You really listen all kind of music.
Yes, I do.
If you got the chance to come back to your teenager times and you had one word or one advice to younger Necrobutcher, you will say what? Maybe it's not advice, but just what you want to say to the younger you.
Well, let's say the 56-year-old Necrobutcher will tell the 16-year-old Necrobutcher, "Well done, my friend.
Oh my God.
This was good. You knew it all the time, and I'm glad that you saw it that early and that all the problems you had, that you didn't give up."
Oh, very touching. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Mayhem 的故事远不止于音乐，更是一段极端金属史上最疯狂、最自由的篇章。Mayhem 在上海瓦斯2天的演出非常成功，也感谢主办方天狼祭把这支传奇乐队带到了中国。黑金属是一种艺术表达， 是一种对世界的思考方式，希望通过我们的微薄之力，能让这种音乐形式可以被更多的人理性理解。我们也期待这支黑金属传奇乐队能再次回到中国，在更多的城市点燃音乐的火焰。2个月后，我们也将再次前往挪威，探访那些见证黑金属历史的光芒。也许人们终会听懂，在那些被妖魔化的噪音里，始终活着不肯妥协的光。